Okay.
Clip, clip, clack, clack, take two.
Okay. What brought you to Davis?
Davis, gosh, I was probably visiting Blockhead.
Okay.
You know, I was probably visiting Dave, and Dave probably just said, hey, you know, there's a ramp out in Davis, and take me there. I think I went there with Sam Cunningham or something, if I remember correctly.
Okay. Did you just go there once or a
I
couple
only went
times?
there one time. Yep.
Really?
I have relatives that live in Davis. There's a lot of Grays up in Northern California, so one of my whole clans of I think one of my cousins is a professor at UC Davis. So.
What other places did you guys skate in Sacramento or wherever with the Blockhead?
We skated the Blockhead like warehouse a lot. You know, we skated the interior ramps. Dave, there were some ramps. I think it was David Hayes or something like that.
Marshall.
Yeah, I don't remember all the people who had ramps, but we Ron Cameron at one point had a little ramp at like his grandma's house, and there was a pool I remember skating out here called the Tilt Bowl for a while. I skated that thing. That was when they had the mini ramp contest. I think the same session we did that.
Did Ron Cameron do the graphics on your board?
He did, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, in fact, the graphic with a kind of angry man on it, that was actually something he did years before. It wasn't like drawn, he took the character and drew a new background for it. So it's kind of funny, people go like, yeah, your angry man board's like, yeah, I just, Ron drew something, and I go, it's cool. I mean, Blockhead had a look, I didn't want to, you know, like throw that off. So I didn't give them really any specs of what to draw. They drew their own version of what they thought would be fun, and I love Blockhead. Blockhead was an amazing company, especially artistically. You know, well, actually, every way. Blockhead was awesome. I helped them get all their wheels made and stuff like that, and I worked for them. Yeah, the story behind Blockhead was really cool. It was like I got sponsored when I was really young, 13. And so I really never bought skateboards. So I didn't, when I went into skateboard shops and went on tours, I just kind of look at the wall and see what the ads were with that, but I never bought them, so I didn't really care. I didn't have to, right? It was just given to me. So, but I was doing a demo in Arizona, and I remember seeing a Blockhead board on the wall. I was going, damn, let me see that board. I mean, it just caught my eye so vividly. And it was a board called The Meaning of Life, one of their early boards. And the graphic style was really cool. It was more, I mean, everybody just had the same shit. You know, I mean, it's like, it was flames, it was just, you know, whatever. And here we had this thing with all these little detailed graphics, and they were cool, offbeat, and weird, and kind of artsy, and I was just like, that caught my eye. So a few months later, I went to an ASR trade show in Long Beach, and I just walked out in the arena that's out in the corner where they put the newbies, see if they're going to survive, whatever. And I see this Blockhead booth, and I just walked up and just introduced myself to Dave. I go, hey Dave, my name's Jim, and I, you know, just want to let you know I saw your boards in the shop, and it was super stoked. They were cool. Keep doing what you're doing. It was just a high five, you know. And as I walked away, he's like, well, you know, if you're ever like between sponsors, you know, we could use like a bigger name guy, or you know, like. And I'm like, well, I'll remember that, you know. And I just basically remembered that. And then, you know, 6 months, a year later, something like that, I had quit G&S just because they become like a surf clothing brand. As much as they were iconic when I was on that poster, I still loved them, but their whole focus was like surf wear. And I was like, yeah, I'm just gonna go do my own thing. There was no money back then. It's not like I was walking away from $1 million contract. It was like, oh, I walked away from $500 a year, you know, like. So I just went off and did my own thing. I did some stuff with Haro bicycles actually, because Haro bicycles made pads, and I rode their pads. And then some big bike distributor bought their whole program and canceled it. So I called Dave up, and I said, hey Dave, dude, let's do something. You know, and I had started the Tracker Wheel program, which is called A1 Meets. You know, I was partners with Larry Balma who owned Transworld and Tracker, and we had a company called Brainstorm Design, so I did projects for him. Oh, wow. And so we started the Tracker Wheel thing, and that was up and running. So I told Dave, I go, well, here's the deal. I'm very connected with the wheel guys, so on and so forth. Let's get a wheel program going for Blockhead. You know, I'll come ride for you and help you, you know, promote the brand a little bit. And then Omar San was a local neighbor kid that I got on. So I got Omar on there, and so everything just sort of blossomed from there, and it helped Dave just step up a notch. And he was doing a great job by himself, absolutely, but we just helped him get a notch. A notch beyond that, and so yeah, Blockhead years were great years.
But Sam was saying that yeah, he had to move on from Blockhead. It's like when all the vert riding kind of went out, they tried to get street skating in.
Well, I mean, unfortunately that was a real conscious effort by a handful of people in skateboarding, and then other people gave into it because they basically told you can't sell boards if they're not street guys, and it was unfortunate because there was a handful of dudes who were basically saying vert riding sucks. You know what I mean? The Big Brother magazine, all that thing, they would just have, no one wants to ride this stupid pool or a bowl. It's so dumb. You know, it's like, you know, street skating's cool. It's where it's at. It's like, I mean, they basically created something to take the money away from Powell and Santa Cruz and Blockhead, whoever. They wanted to divert, and it worked. So you ended up with Girl and World and, you know, all these guys basically stole the whole skateboard industry.
We're all popsicle boards.
We're all popsicle boards. The style went away. Pro athletes went away because you no longer competed to get the title. Dude, some guy just said, yeah, your video looked kind of cool. Ding, tapped you on the head, you're pro. You know, they turned every single amateur pro basically between like 1989 and 1991, 92.
Sure.
Amateur skateboarding almost didn't exist, and you went from 50, 60 pro models to about 200, 250. So, you know, I mean, imagine if you walked in the Big Five sporting goods store and you saw 75 pro basketball shoes, you'd laugh like, fuck yeah, right, really? Like, I'm gonna buy all. Well, that's what skateboarding is. I mean, so much now to where names don't mean anything. A name just means, oh yeah, he's a good kid on our team, we're gonna give him a board. You know what I mean? But it doesn't mean he earned the title pro, that he's gonna fight to keep it, that he's gonna whatever. So yeah, I was kind of a big advocate of trying to maintain that history of it, and people weren't willing to do it because it was sad. Skaters stepped in, called the other big guys like corporate sellouts, and then they turned around and sold the whole industry out up the river. They took all the production to China. It was all skaters that did that, and they started out by saying like, oh yeah, you know, Santa Cruz and Vision and Powell, those guys are all corporate dudes. They don't do anything like. Yeah, but they actually stuck together and didn't sell skateboarding out. You guys did,
right,
you know. So it's
right.
really ironic in hindsight, you know.
You need to stop?
Nope.
Okay. So nowadays you own PowerFlex.
Yeah, I own most of PowerFlex. I have partners in PowerFlex. I own Inkgenda, which is a sticker printing company. Okay. You know, I print stickers for like Volcom and Von Zipper and Nike SB and Joker Skate Shop and Black Label, just mostly skateboard people. Ruka and Volcom's been my biggest customer. I used to make skateboards. I had a factory. Okay. And we made about 1,000 skateboards a day for years. Really? But China destroyed that, but we print stickers in the factory too. So when the factory basically had to be closed because we couldn't keep it open financially, the sticker business had grown because Volcom had grown a lot. So they helped keep me alive, and then we just set up just a sticker printing business. So that's my primary business. Okay. And then I have a business. It's like a licensing. It's called Team Brands. We have licenses from like John Lacerro's kid and a little brand called No Dice, and that was sold that to Zoomies, and they have some in there. Oh, okay. There's like a guy that used to do a lot of art for me, who also does art for Mike Laley for Street Plant and stuff like that. Crab is his name, and we made a brand with him and sold the Topic. And so there's a few little dabbly things. And me and Spidey, old pro skater, you know, from Santa Cruz, we have another little company that's Rick DeMondron. They didn't like me called Rick. We have a company where we're making swim trunks and shorts for big guys, like 40 to 60-inch waist guys. Okay. Because he has a friend that was a really big guy and realized, and he's pretty into fashion and stuff like that, and he realized there was really nothing there for them. You know, they get a 46-inch waist, and all they get is like a pair of red volleyball shorts or whatever like that. And you know, he wanted to make something cool for his friends, and so that's gonna be like a little specialty company. So I have a lot of little irons in the fire. I'm working on a PowerFlex new website, which will be selling everything, which will sell. You'll sell bones if you want. You know, I mean, you can sell Spitfire bones, Indies, Thunders, you know, skateboards, just so you know, because we can. You know, it's the modern world. So. Good. Oh, and I just started a podcast, by the way.
And what is your podcast? Yeah, tell me about your podcast.
Well, I mean, I've been thinking about doing a podcast just because I have lots of great conversations with people. Okay, I have lots of great conversations with people all the time. Stop by my shop. My shop is kind of like it's an open place for people to come by. So I've got, you know, all these old guys show up all the time. The Hackett's, you know, Adams used to show up. Eric Grisham, Eric Dressen, I mean Eric Costin, lots of Erics have shown up. Just the people just pass through. It's always a welcome thing. I have these great conversations. So I thought about doing a podcast. Just, you know, it helps keep me connected and alive in the skateboard business. And then my lawyer, who I'm doing the thing with Spidey with, he asked me, "Hey, you ever thought about doing a podcast?" Like, I was planning on it. And he goes, "Well, there's a network that does. It's like a podcasting network." And you know, they're all set up so we're like, I upload it and they ship you know, they get it all lined up with Spotify, iTunes, all that. And I go, hey, that would work better for me than like trying to figure out like, oh, if I get a bunch of followers, how do I sell an ad? I don't want to sell an ad. So I have ad sales guys and so on and so forth. So I got a contract and I did a deal with them. And I've already recorded 11 episodes, maybe 12. And just trying to get it started. I'm starting with Daewon Song and Tori Pudwell. Daewon Song is like a magician on a skateboard. And I've recorded a few people before him, but I told them I want you guys to go first because you're going to help me build it. Just real honest with them. You have 1 million Instagram followers. Tori has 1 million Instagram followers. A lot more people will subscribe to my page if you guys help me promote it. And also they're rad dudes and people love them, you know, and I love them too. So I print their stickers and thank you skateboards. And And it's really cool, because it's kind of cool because it's giving me an opportunity to bond with people. So like when Day One's on there, we're talking about like doing a gray slide, a trick I had done. He's like, I'm going to learn to do a gray slide. And I'm like, okay, well, I want to do a doubles thing with you, because he does all this magic stuff in his Instagram. So he's learning to do gray slide. So I want to do something like he does a gray slide and I like ollie over him or something like that. You know? So kind of the old guy doing the newer trick and the young guy doing the older trick and mixing them together. I just think it'd be kind of fun. So I just visualize that when he says he's learning gray slides. I'm looking for like sliding toward a hip and I'm going ollie over him over the hip or something like that. So we're going to concoct some sort of...
I haven't seen the film, the movie about him, the documentary.
Oh, it's amazing. But if you even see his Instagram, you see how incredible he is. And if you look at like, he came to my shop and we're riding around, and I tried some 360s on his board, and he's goofing off on my board. Torrey Pudwill kickflipped my 8-wheeler on the first try. It's freaking like 17 inches wide, and he just freaking kickflips the thing straight over. And I go, really? Like, are you kidding me? Like, I can barely ride the damn thing. So yeah, those guys have skills. But Day One rides his truck so loose. He doesn't put a bushing in the front truck.
Really?
He puts 2 cone washers and just tightens it down a little bit and just lets it wobble. So his truck just flops around his front truck. Okay. Insane.
I didn't know that.
So getting to do the podcast for me is awesome, because I get to talk to people, skate with people. There's this kid, Andy Anderson. If you ever heard of Andy Anderson, he's a new kid that rides for Powell. He's like the next Rodney Mullen on steroids, because he does freestyle, kind of like Rodney, but he rides pools, and he's not afraid to kickflip a freaking 14 stair or the thing. He rides everything.
Wow.
I mean, I was at Huntington Beach Skate Park with him, and he's pushing Mach 90 towards the pool, and he just like drops and does a board slide, and then goes out of it and manuals around the bowl. Like, you did a board slide on the top of the pool, and then he pushes another lap, and then does a board slide around the whole pool, comes in. He's wearing a helmet but no pads and whatever, and just after doing like a G-turn around the whole park with his back foot under his tail and his front foot, and he does like a couple 360s on his nose, and then he kicks his foot back up, and then he does like 5 360s on his tail. I mean, so he's got freestyle skills.
That's crazy. I haven't heard of him.
And he drops in any bowl, and actually Powell can't keep his board in stock. And it's not a popsicle stick. He has a board with a full shape on it, and it's the board that they just make, and they're gone. So it's like, times are changing.
I'm glad the popsicle sticks are going.
Well, because that was a manipulation. I actually had one of the guys say to me once in a meeting, I'm not even going to mention who it is, because I've gotten too much trouble from calling people out too much. And what if I get in the wrong mood? If they rub me wrong, I'll call them out. But we're at a convention. He's an English guy, and he's like, well, I go, no, what the fuck was popsicle sticks? We all had different boards when we were day, and the best skaters can ride whatever works for them. And he's like, oh no, we finally found the perfect shape. I go, you fucking moron. You found a lazy ass shape you can make 3 shapes of and put all your graphics on. And you also ruined the value of a board, because having a pro board doesn't even mean anything anymore. It's not your shape. It's not the same shape as the other 4 guys on your team. It has a different graphic on it. You know, it's like they're all just made Chinese planks. You come in a container. It's like, you call that like meaning anything? You know, it's like the perfect shape. It's like, oh, you fucking idiot. You know, it's like
Dark Starboard.
And so I mean, I've always tried to call bullshit on the skateboard industry. I mean, it's sad that it went as far as it did, as far as getting hijacked. You know, it's coming back now, like stuff like this, dude. This is like the gnarliest stuff guys can ride. You got like 14-year-olds that can kill that thing, and guys that are almost 60.
Right. And
then you have a handful of street skaters who try 100 times on a rail to get it on film. I'm not saying they're not good, they're damn good. But doing one trick at a time is fucking stupid.
It is.
You know what I mean? It's like, it's rad like every once in a while, right? Go out and, doesn't matter what you ride skateboard, I gotta launch off a hip or do something just a few times, a handful of times. There's no way you're gonna get me to go waste 6 hours of my time launching off one thing to catch it on film. That doesn't make you a good skateboarder, it makes you a stunt boarder. You know, it's like, and it doesn't mean you're not good, it just means that you're not having fun. You know, skateboarding's supposed to be a lot of fun. I don't know if you notice anything about me skating out there. I don't do a lot of shit anymore, but I have a like, damn good time. You know, I find my rhythm to enjoy what skateboarding was all about, and that's flow. You know, the motion. You know, just feeling the movement and leaning one way and leaning the other way, feeling speed. That's the best thing about skateboarding.
It's the thing I like. I like to carve a lot.
There's no better trick than a carve, and as far as like tricks, a front side grind. If I could carve and do front side grinds all day long, I'd be completely happy skateboarding.
I'll tell you, my favorite thing anymore is just doing slappies and curb grinding.
Slappies are dangerous. They're gnarly.
They are, but they're my fun thing to do.
I can do them kind of.
They
Not
make
good.
Me feel somewhat accomplished, like you can still skate. So
No, slappies are gnarly.
All right, that's it.
All right.
Thanks, Jim.
Thank you for having me.
Can we get a picture?
Ladies and gentlemen.